Many people know Hanukkah as the story of the menorah oil that lasted 8 days during the Maccabean revolt, a remarkable miracle that reminds us of God's faithfulness. But the story of Hanukkah didn't end there. Millennia later, the message continues in Nazi Germany. Imagine standing in the shadow of your enemy, their banner boldly declaring your destruction. What would you do?
In 1931, one Jewish family in Germany answered, not with words, but with a light, a single Hanukkah menorah shining defiantly against a Nazi swastika. Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, is a celebration of God's provision, faith and hope, a testimony of light triumphing over darkness. In the small town of Kiel, Germany, that light took on a profound meaning. Across the home of Rabbi Akiva Baruch Posner, the Nazi headquarters displayed their swastika flag, a chilling declaration of their hatred. Yet on the 8th night of Hanukkah, Rachel Posner, the rabbi's wife, lit their menorah and placed it in the window for all to see. She captured that moment in a photograph, writing on the back, Hanukkah 5692, death to Judah, so the flag says. Judah will live forever. So the light answers. And this was no mere act of defiance, it was a proclamation of trust in God's enduring covenant with his people.
This photograph is a powerful reminder of God's faithfulness. Rabbi Posner, as the last spiritual leader of Kiel's Jewish community, warned his congregation to leave while there was still time. He saw the rising tide of hatred and acted in obedience to protect his family and his community. In 1933, Rabbi Posner, his wife Rachel, and their 3 children fled to Eretz Israel, carrying the menorah, a physical and spiritual symbol of God's promises. Many in their congregation followed, escaping the horrors of the Holocaust. And today, that same menorah is preserved at Yad Vashem, Israel's Holocaust memorial. Each year at Hanukkah, it is returned to the Posner family, who light its candles again, a living testimony of God's covenant and his provision through the darkest of times.
Even during the Holocaust, Hanukkah lights burned in hidden places. Survivors recall using scraps of oil and cloth to light candles, trusting in God's promise to preserve his people. As Isaiah 49 proclaims, "You will be a light to the nations." Hanukkah is not just a story of resilience, but a reminder of the ultimate light, Jesus Christ. He declared in John 8, verse 12, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." The menorah in that photograph points us to him, the fulfillment of God's covenant with Israel and the world.
As Christians, we must remember that the light that shines through us is not our own. It is the light of Jesus Christ. Just as the menorah stood against the swastika, Jesus overcame the ultimate darkness of sin and death. Matthew 5:14 tells us, "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden." But this light is not from us. It is Christ shining through us as we abide in him.
John 1 verse 5 reminds us, "The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." This is the eternal light of Christ, the light that we are called to carry as his followers.
This Hanukkah, as anti-Semitism is yet again on the rise, let us remember that the menorah stood against the swastika, a testimony of God's promise that his people would endure. And let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the light of the world, who has overcome darkness once and for all.
Through him, we have the assurance that no darkness can extinguish his light.